Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Learn English Naturally, where learning English is easy and fun. I am Emma, and today we have a very special episode for you.
And I am Ethan. Hello, everyone. It is so wonderful to be here with you tonight.
Ethan, before we start today, I want to ask you something personal.
Of course, Emma. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Do you ever lie in bed at night and your mind just will not stop thinking?
Oh, Emma, every single night my mind becomes the busiest place in the world.
Yes, I know that feeling so well.
I close my eyes and suddenly I start thinking about everything I did today, everything I need to do tomorrow.
Yes, and things from 5 years ago that you cannot change, but your brain wants to revisit.
Exactly. Why does my brain choose midnight to remember embarrassing things from 5 years ago?
Your brain has very bad timing.
The worst timing in the world. Absolutely the worst.
And you know what, Ethan? Millions and millions of people around the world struggle with this exact problem.
Yes, they cannot sleep because their mind just keeps going and going like a busy engine.
So today, we are talking about how to calm your mind at night.
Yes, real practical tips, gentle ideas, things you can actually try tonight before bed.
And while you listen to us talk, your English is getting better too, because that is how Learn English Naturally works.
You just listen, your brain absorbs the English naturally, and you improve without even trying.
But before we begin, please subscribe to Learn English Naturally if you have not already.
And click the like button and share this episode with someone who needs a calm night tonight.
Okay, are you ready, Ethan?
I am completely ready, Emma. Let us begin.
Okay, Ethan, let us start by understanding something first.
Yes, because if we understand why it happens, we can fix it better.
Exactly. So, Ethan, why do you think our minds become so busy at night?
I think it's because during the day, we're always doing something.
Yes, we are working, talking, cooking, driving. Our mind is always occupied.
But at night, when everything goes quiet, the mind finally has space to speak.
Exactly. And it takes that space very seriously. It brings out every thought it was holding all day.
Like opening a bag that was too full and everything falls out at once.
Yes, a very good image. Everything falls out at once.
And I think another reason is that darkness makes everything feel bigger.
Bigger how?
A small worry in the daytime feels like a huge problem at midnight.
Yes, a problem that maybe takes 5 minutes to solve in the morning feels impossible at night.
Because at night, there's no distraction. It's just you and your thoughts.
And there's something called cortisol, which is a stress hormone in our body.
Cortisol. What does it do?
During the day, cortisol is high. It keeps us alert and ready for action.
Like our body's alarm system.
Continuing, but at night, cortisol is supposed to drop, so our body and mind can rest.
Understanding. But if we have too much stress, the cortisol stays high and our mind stays awake.
Exactly. So a racing mind at night is often a sign that we are carrying too much stress.
And so many people carry stress without even realizing it.
Yes, they think they're fine, but their body knows the truth.
And tonight's episode is about helping that body, helping that tired mind find some peace.
So let's get into the tips, because this is where things get really helpful.
Yes, let's go. I need these tips too.
Okay, tip number 1, and I love this one so much.
Tell me, what is it called?
It is called the brain dump method.
The brain dump? That sounds a little strange but interesting.
Yes, the name is funny, but the idea is very powerful.
So what exactly is a brain dump?
Okay, so about 30 minutes before you go to bed, you take a piece of paper
Yes, okay.
and you write down everything that's in your head, every thought, every worry, every task.
Everything?
Everything. Don't organize it, don't make it neat, just write whatever comes.
So it's like emptying your mind onto the paper.
Exactly. You're moving all those thoughts from your head and giving them a safe place to live.
So your brain doesn't need to hold on to them anymore because they're written down.
Exactly. Your brain relaxes because it knows the thoughts are not lost.
Oh, that's actually very clever. The brain worries it will forget things.
Yes, it holds on to worries because it thinks if I let go, I'll forget.
But when you write them down, you're telling your brain, it's okay, I haven't forgotten. It's all here.
And once you tell your brain that, it can finally let go and rest.
Do you do this yourself, Emma?
Yes, I do this almost every night, and it genuinely helps me fall asleep faster.
I tried it once and I was surprised how many thoughts I had hiding in my head.
Yes, when you start writing, things just keep coming.
I filled 3 pages. I didn't know I was carrying so much.
Yes, we often don't realize how much we are holding inside until we let it out.
And after writing those 3 pages, I felt so much lighter.
Lighter is exactly the right word, like putting down a heavy bag you forgot you were carrying.
Putting down a heavy bag. I really like that image, Emma.
So everyone, tonight, try the brain dump method. Just 10 minutes, a pen and paper, write everything down.
You'll be surprised how much lighter your mind feels afterwards.
Okay, tip number 2. And this one is very simple, but incredibly powerful.
I like simple and powerful. What is it?
It is called the 4-7-8 breathing technique.
4, 7, 8. What do those numbers mean?
Okay, so you breathe in through your nose for 4 seconds.
Breathe in for 4 seconds.
Then you hold your breath for 7 seconds.
Hold for 7 seconds.
And then you breathe out slowly through your mouth for 8 seconds.
Breathe in 4, hold 7, out for 8.
Yes, and you repeat this 4 times.
And why does this work?
When you breathe out for longer than you breathe in, your nervous system calms down.
Really? Just from breathing?
Just from breathing, because breathing is directly connected to your nervous system.
So when we breathe slowly, we are telling our body there is no danger. You can relax.
Exactly. Fast breathing tells your body, danger, danger. Slow breathing tells your body, peace, peace.
Danger, danger, or peace, peace. I like that.
And the counting is also very important.
Why is the counting important?
Because when you count, your mind has something to focus on, and it stops jumping to worries.
Oh, so the counting is like giving your mind a small job to do.
Yes, exactly. A small, gentle job. Count these numbers, not think about tomorrow's meeting.
Yes, count the numbers, brain, not the problems.
And when your mind wanders, and it will wander, you just gently bring it back to the counting.
Does it take time to learn this technique?
The first time it feels a little awkward, but after a few nights, it becomes very natural.
Like learning anything new. A little strange at first, then completely comfortable.
Exactly. And over time, your body learns that this breathing pattern means sleep time.
So it becomes a signal to your body that it's time to rest.
A beautiful automatic signal. 4 in, 7 hold, 8 out.
Everyone try this tonight. You can do it right in your bed, no special equipment needed.
Just your breath, which you always have with you.
And your breath is always free and always available. Okay, tip number 3, and this one is about building a beautiful habit.
A habit? What kind of habit?
What we call a wind-down routine.
Wind down. I like that phrase. What does it mean exactly?
To wind down means to slowly reduce your energy. to gradually move from busy to calm.
Oh, like turning down the volume on a radio, very slowly.
Yes, exactly like that. Slowly turning the volume of your day down to quiet.
So, what does a wind down routine look like?
It's the last 30 to 60 minutes before you sleep, and you do only calm things.
Calm things. Like what?
You could make a warm cup of herbal tea and sit somewhere comfortable and quiet.
Hmm, herbal tea sounds so relaxing.
Or you could read a light book. Nothing too exciting. Nothing that'll make your heart race.
Not a thriller with a dramatic ending.
No, not a thriller. Something gentle and pleasant. What about phones and screens?
Ah, very important question. Put the phone away at least 30 minutes before sleep.
I know. This is the hardest one for me.
For most people, actually, the phone is the hardest habit to break at night.
Because scrolling feels relaxing, but it's actually keeping your brain very active.
Every photo, every video, every message is stimulating your brain.
So your eyes are closing, but your brain is still running at full speed.
Exactly. Your brain needs time to slow down, and the phone does not allow that.
I replaced my phone with a book last month, and I noticed I fell asleep much faster.
Impressive, Ethan, and a very brave change to make.
Yes, saying goodnight to my phone is actually quite emotional.
Saying goodnight to your phone, I understand that completely.
But the key idea of the wind-down routine is to give your body and brain a signal.
The signal that says the day is over. It's safe to rest now.
And when you do the same calm things every night, your body starts to expect sleep.
So, everyone, design your own wind down routine, even just 20 minutes.
Tea, a light book, no phone, and your body will thank you.
Okay, tip number 4. And this one might sound a little unusual at first.
Unusual how? Tell me.
This tip is called talk to your worries.
Talk to my worries. Like actually speak to them?
Yes, when a worry comes at night, instead of pushing it away, you speak to it.
What do I say to it?
You say something like, "Hello, worry. I see you, I hear you, but I cannot help you right now."
You actually say hello to the worry.
Yes, because when you try to push a worry away, it fights back harder.
Like telling someone not to think about a pink elephant.
Yes, and immediately all you can think about is a pink elephant.
The pink elephant wins every time.
So instead of fighting the worry, you acknowledge it. You say, "I see you."
And then it doesn't need to fight for your attention anymore.
Exactly. You've given it a moment, and then you gently say, "We'll deal with this tomorrow."
So you're not ignoring the worry, you're just postponing it to a better time.
Yes, you're telling the worry, you are real, you matter, but midnight is not the right time.
And because you're not dismissing it, your brain accepts that and relaxes.
Your brain says, "Okay, we've noted this, we can rest now."
Does this really work, Emma?
It felt very strange to me the first time. I felt a little silly talking to my worries.
Yes, I imagine that.
But after a few nights, I noticed my mind did settle faster.
Because you stopped fighting yourself and started being kind to yourself instead.
Exactly, Ethan. Being kind to yourself. That's really the heart of this tip.
At night especially, we need to be gentle with ourselves, not hard on ourselves.
Yes, daytime is for action, nighttime is for rest and kindness.
Rest and kindness. I'm going to remember those two words.
Rest and kindness, the two things every tired mind needs.
So tonight, if a worry comes knocking, say hello to it and gently send it to tomorrow.
Okay, we have one more tip, and I saved the most beautiful one for last.
Oh, the most beautiful one. Tell me, Emma.
Tip number 5 is the gratitude practice.
Gratitude. Feeling thankful.
Yes, every night before you sleep, you think of 3 things you are grateful for from that day.
Just 3 things.
Just 3. They can be very, very small things.
Like what kind of things?
I had a really good cup of coffee this morning, and that made me happy.
A good cup of coffee counts.
Or the sun was shining today, and it felt warm on my face.
Yes, even something as small as sunshine. So it does not have to be something big or important.
Not at all. The smaller, the better sometimes, because small things remind us that life is full of good moments.
And why does this help calm the mind at night?
Because when you look for good things, your brain shifts its focus away from worry.
You cannot fully focus on worry and gratitude at the same time.
They cannot exist in the same space. Gratitude quietly pushes worry aside.
That is such a beautiful idea. Gratitude quietly pushes worry aside.
And there's also science behind it. Studies show that gratitude increases a chemical in the brain called serotonin.
Serotonin. What does that do?
Serotonin makes you feel calm, happy, and safe. It's sometimes called the well-being chemical.
So being grateful actually changes the chemistry in your brain.
Yes, your thoughts have real physical effects on your brain and body.
That is incredible. Something as simple as thinking thank you changes your brain chemistry.
Something as simple as thinking thank you. Yes, that's the magic.
I started doing this about 2 months ago, and honestly, my nights have changed.
Tell me more about that.
Honestly, before, I would lie in bed and my last thoughts were usually about problems.
Things that went wrong, things you're worried about.
Yes, but now, my last thoughts before sleep are 3 good things for my day.
And that changes the whole feeling of going to sleep.
Completely. I fall asleep feeling peaceful, not anxious.
And when your last thoughts are good ones, your brain often carries that peace into your sleep.
So, better last thoughts can mean better sleep and even better dreams.
Your mind goes where your thoughts lead it, so lead it somewhere beautiful.
Lead your mind somewhere beautiful. That might be my favorite sentence from today.
Mine too, actually. I just said it and I loved it.
You surprised yourself, Emma.
Yes, sometimes the best things come out unexpectedly.
So, everyone tonight, 3 things. Any 3 things you're grateful for today.
And let those 3 things be the last thoughts your mind carries into sleep. Okay, everyone, we're coming gently to the end of today's episode. Let's do a slow and peaceful review of everything we talked about.
We talked about why our minds get so busy at night.
Because during the day, we're always distracted, and at night, the mind finally has space to speak.
And stress keeps our cortisol high, which keeps our mind awake when it should be resting.
Then we talked about 5 beautiful tips.
Tip 1. The brain dump method. Write everything in your head onto paper before bed.
Tip 2, the 4-7-8 breathing technique. Breathe in 4, hold 7, out for 8.
Tip 3. Create a wind-down routine. Calm activities.
Tip 4, talk to your worries. Say hello, acknowledge them, and gently send them to tomorrow.
And tip 5. The gratitude practice. 3 good things from your day every single night.
You don't need to do all 5 tonight. Even one of these can make a real difference.
Pick the one that feels most natural to you and start there.
And if it helps even a little, keep doing it, because small changes every night add up to big changes over time.
Think about it. If you sleep better tonight, you wake up better tomorrow.
And if you wake up better, your whole day feels easier and brighter.
So, calming your mind at night is not just about sleep. It's about the quality of your whole life.
Yes, a rested mind is a kinder mind, a clearer mind, a happier mind.
A rested mind sees the world more gently.
And one more thing, and this connects to your English journey too.
Oh, tell us, Emma.
A rested mind learns better, absorbs more, remembers more easily.
So, taking care of your sleep is also taking care of your English.
Exactly. Good sleep and good English go hand in hand.
So, going to bed on time is actually an English learning strategy.
Yes, sleep is part of the lesson.
We have a question for you in the comments today, everyone.
Yes, which of the 5 tips are you going to try tonight?
Write your answer below, in English, of course, even just one sentence.
We read every single comment, every one, and they make us so happy.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us today.
We hope this episode brings you a little more peace tonight.
And remember, a calm night begins with one gentle thought.
You deserve rest, you deserve peace, and you deserve a beautiful, quiet night.
Take care of yourself, everyone. Be gentle with your mind tonight.
We'll see you in the next episode of Learn English Naturally. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone. Sleep well and be kind to yourselves tonight.